KWTN 100.9 FM. Sorry about the delayed there. We're just all over the place, man. You guys went to Pine Ridge. I think this weekend we did audio streaming of the championship game there in Winnebago. So
yeah, some configuration to the settings. Just kind of was pushing too much at once.
Well, we'd like to welcome everybody here to Winnebago Talks. We have an exciting episode, a lot of information to get to you folks here today, so we're going to get right into it. But I just wanted to make mention that we'll end today with Winnebago. The answer is...
Been a while.
Yeah, man. And I think we did last time. I don't think you got to make it because it was like a Halloween, but we did like Halloween trivia.
Booked and busy.
Yeah, we had some good. We had a good session there, and I think we ended up in a tie.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, so we'll have to kind of figure it out. But are you ready to play?
Been ready.
You've been ready. So it's Native American Heritage Month, and we got to discuss some of that and do some of those things. And we have the trivia today, so brush up on your Native American heritage. Okay.
It's very vague, but...
Well, my name is Garan Coons, joined with the Communications Officer Bethani Redhorn and the Winnebago in the News Office Manager, Circulation Office Manager Tyler Snake. You have some bagel bits and you have a huge announcement that you're going to debut here on today's show. All right.
Very exciting.
We'll turn it on over to you, Tyler.
Good morning, everybody. Happy to be here. So the big news, we'll just get started with that.
Huge news.
We're getting ready for the 2023 Christmas Lights Contest.
Christmas Holiday Housing Lighting Contest.
So pretty exciting. Let me get my sticky note up. We're going to announce it officially this Friday, with the poster on all our platforms and whatnot.
Okay.
So more details there, but on December 11th is when we're planning to go around and judge.
Okay.
So we're going to keep our judges anonymous, keep it fair.
Okay.
And whatnot. But then that following Thursday, we'll award the winners. So, just in time for Christmas and whatnot, and be able to get some gifts or something.
I watched the weather report. It's been nice the last couple of days, so I know that there's some people working on putting up some, technically, I don't know, it's tradition. We're kind of getting away from it and stuff, but you're not really supposed to put up anything until after Thanksgiving. Do you guys believe in that, or is that just me?
I think November 1st, Christmas full effect.
November 1st?
Yep.
November 1st?
Yeah. It's like first you're that Jack Skellington on Halloween, then the next day you got that Christmas cap on.
Oh, okay. My daughter just starting to get into Nightmare, or what is it
Nightmare
called?
Before Christmas.
Yeah, she just started to get into that stuff, and it's just like, wow, it's crazy. I finally... what does the song go? I don't know. It's stuck in my head and stuff.
This is Halloween. Halloween. No, I'm just kidding.
Just knows all the songs. But nonetheless, so we are going to debut. I know that we're probably looking for sponsors.
Yeah.
So maybe if you're an entity out there that would like to sponsor, and here's my thought and stuff. There's nobody going to be really happy unless you win first place. But I hear there's a lot of people because we had some good prize money. I think there's like $100 difference between first and second or something like that. I'm not even sure. I'll let you get to work on that. But make sure if you have an opportunity, talk it over with your family. See if you guys want to enter. And where do they get the kind of like the information from you, right?
Yes. If you have any questions or want to sign up already, you can email me at tyler.snake@winnebagotribe.com. Happy to help, answer all your questions and whatnot, but it should be fun.
Should be fun, yeah.
It's just good for the kids in general to see,
Good bonding time for the family as well.
Yeah, we have to do like one night where we just kind of have to like snake around like a train or something like that. Like, hey, this is the house, and we're gonna go over here, go over there, whatnot. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think that would be a great idea to do that, because that's one of the things that I used to do as with my grandma. Get the candy canes and just go look at the houses in Sioux City and stuff. And man, there are some freaking awesome, really beautiful houses up there. And here in Winnebago. So good job to everybody that entered, and good luck to everybody that's going to enter. And we appreciate the sponsors for helping us on out as always. We had a call yesterday with Jerome LaPointe, and he mentioned the history of the holiday lighting contest. And I thought that was very special, is that Neil Walker started the holiday lighting contest, and she used her own money. How cool was that? And then after she passed, Jerome picked it up, kept it going in her honor, and went to the council. They funded it for a number of years, and then as more entities for the Winnebago tribes, HCI, Winnevegas, the Housing Authority, there was different programs that wanted to donate to it. Big Fire Law Firm. There's just a whole bunch of programs that would like to donate to this cause, and I think it's very good because it gives joy to the kids. You know what I mean? They get to go around and ooh and ah over these houses and stuff, and very nice.
Make some core memories.
Do you have a good memory of, looking at lights or maybe seeing last year's?
There's that house in South Sioux. It's that big white one, and they always go out every year. So that's the one I'd say I go check out.
Yeah.
Yeah, same one. Whenever we were little, it would always be like the highlight to be able to, because we live down here in Winnebago, so to drive up there and walk around. And we used to get out of the car and kind of really check it out and stuff. So
good handful of people.
I just remember that movie, National Lampoon Christmas or something, Christmas Vacation, and where he's doing all the lights and can't get it to figure it out to
just making a mess.
Yeah, it's goodness. All right, what else do we have, Tyler?
For Bagel Bits for this upcoming issue, I'll be talking about wildlife in parks. They did a buffalo harvesting. Well, they planned to, but it kind of turned into the immersion class from WPS coming in, just having some corn soup and spending some time with them.
Oh, cool.
So that was pretty cool, regardless of not having the buffalo harvesting. But also be talking about HCI's Halloween doings from Educare. They went around all the departments. They asked us to come take pictures, so
yeah, that's very good.
Got to bring our HCI intern.
Awesome. How was you guys' Halloween anyway?
It was pretty eventful. Got to take the little ones around. Even though it was cold, we still made our rounds. And I was kind of like, I don't want to say like disappointed, but it seemed like this year their candy bag was real light.
What?
Yeah, like real light.
Trunk or treats are taking over.
Yeah, and then we didn't even get to hit up no trunk or treat this year. Usually we do.
Went to Tyson's. It's always a long one.
It's hectic.
Yeah. How'd you guys do? Did you dress up?
My son and my nephew used to.
You just wore the sweater.
Maybe one year, but it's too cold. And then that line was like an hour.
It was, wasn't it? My goodness, that wind was ridiculous. Gosh. Like my daughter, she was like, her eyes were just watering and stuff. Poor girl, but she was a little baby shark. But yeah, it didn't. I was just like, okay, we're done. You know what I mean? Like, grab a couple candy bars and let's head out. You know what I mean? But man, that's crazy and stuff. But yeah, I'm glad that everybody was safe, and hopefully, parents take your candy bag away. And I'm thankful for those that did healthy snacks and everything. Not a lot of them, but I think it's a good kind of, how do you say it, economic boost to the candy canes and Kit Kat and whatever it may be. You know what I mean? Candy bar companies and stuff.
Be different, because then like each year the kids would be like, because I mean, like for us growing up, I remember we used to get like the popcorn balls or whatever. Yeah. And then we used to get like the little Bible books and like just little highlights like that, and like they could have that when they get older, like, oh, that one always gave us noodles, or I remember my Choco Kicks used to give out fry bread every year.
Wow.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Really? That is cool. Bring that back, man. For real. Bring that back. All right. Tyler?
Last one, Ho-Chunk Renaissance gathered to celebrate Maria Scott and Elaine Rice Decora for their 20 years with WTN.
Dang, that is cool.
They had a whole spread.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, good job. Elaine and
it was nice.
Maria Scott, 20 years, man.
Yeah, well earned, well deserved.
Yeah, congratulations to those two, and thank you for all your hard work and dedication. Working over at the Ho-Chunk Renaissance, we went out to that dinner, and it was, I know you just ate, and then you went out there.
I ate again.
Then that night we had to eat again for that forum and stuff. But yeah, thank you for all your hard work to Maria Scott and family, and Elaine. I know that takes a lot of work, and appreciate that. So Elaine Decora. Yeah, I'm getting these names right. You know what I mean? How about the general welfare exclusion payment?
Oh, okay. Whew. So I'll be talking about that in the top story for the W.I.N. But so we're receiving that next Thursday.
Is it already?
Yeah. So the morning time will be reserved for the elders, and then I believe it's around 11 that everybody else can come pick up. And then say they don't come pick up, they'll mail it out. Okay. So those not around the res and whatnot can we'll still get it.
So Thursday next week and Friday next week.
And make sure to update your address with enrollment so they know, they're not sending it just wherever.
Okay. All right. I think Talia, she's down there at finance. Mm-hmm. She's willing to help out as well if you guys need any assistance. There's no form. Remember that year that they had that one payment from ARPA and man, they had to go and make sure that everybody notarized and forms and all that. And there were people asking like, when do I get the form or do I need to send that back? There's no form this time. Mm-hmm. It's this, everybody that's on the roll will get the payment. And for the ones that are 18 and down or 17 and under will get $250 into their minor trust account. Appreciate everybody, finance team, administration, council, and everybody that had a hand in that. And I know that inflation is freaking crazy.
Yeah,
it's just like man. So hopefully that brings a little relief to whatever it may be, holiday shopping or get your place winterized or whatever it may be, folks. So thank you, Tyler, for that breaking news. Yeah. So the general welfare exclusion payment. I had a question about that title. And I looked that up. I Google searched that title. You know what I mean? Because there's people who are like, oh, everybody's going to be on general welfare and, GA and all this and all that. But it has to do with IRS. You know what I mean? They title it a certain way and stuff. So if you look it up and you do a kind of a copy and paste of general welfare exclusion payment, there's an IRS term. So thanks to the finance department and making sure, because I designed the poster and everything, and I messed up the title. So it's
switch it.
Yeah, it's
What's
the general
exclusion about it?
welfare exclusion payment, GWE. Yeah, cool. Mm-hmm. Any questions?
No.
All right. So who's buying on
Hey guys,
Thursday?
it's my birthday month.
We missed mine.
All right, Tyler. What else we got? Anything else?
No, that'll be it.
Cool.
Are we back to win?
Let's do this. Native American Heritage Month. The answer is today. I think you guys are gonna do good, man. I think you guys are gonna go 5-0.
So who gets the lifeline?
Nobody, because we ended it in a tie.
I don't like that.
Yeah. So today's goal is that you guys go 5-0 and stuff. You know what I mean? So, anyways.
Okay.
Bethany, we have our first guests here, and we like to call them Paul and them. Go ahead and bring them on down.
Yes, come on, ladies. We have some exciting news to share with you from our guest today. So, let me see here.
Sunrose, how you doing?
Doing good.
It's good to see you. Good to see you. So I'll give you an opportunity to introduce yourself. I just want to do a mic check, and we'll take it away. So go ahead and pull that mic just kind of towards about right there, and you should be good. And Sunrose, I'll start with you, and then I'll kind of just go down the line here. So give us your introduction.
Tate dopa najiwia imacha piksto naha iha chante washte nape chuza piksto. I'm really glad to be back. I've been practicing my Ho-Chunk language, and I was like, I'm gonna say something Ho-Chunk, and I get here and I'm like, oh, blank. Back to default. So I'm really impressed with everybody's language, so keep it up. The other day I spoke to a Indian man at the assistant living downtown Sioux City.
Yeah.
He had a Pendleton jacket, and he said something in Lakota to me. So I turned around and I just did that intro, and man, he was really excited, and just his whole. And then he spit something back to me I didn't understand, but I was like Slowayan, and then, so it was cool. So I just want to encourage everybody to do that language, and I'm really glad to be here. So thank you.
Good introduction, Savannah.
Hi, Nippy. I'm Savannah Berlin Anderson. I live in Sioux City, and I work out at the Ho-Chunk Renaissance, and I also own my business, Savannah Berlin Photo and Design, and I also am a part of Three Rivers Art Gallery.
Cool. That is very awesome. And we appreciate, I know that our commentators kind of like, how do you say this last name? You know what I mean? Because you sponsor the live stream, your business, your photo business. And so we appreciate that. And then I know that you help us out with the big screen.
Yeah.
That graphic, I think the last one said have a good day or something like that. And it's kind of animated.
And then the new one is like you are loved.
Yeah, that is cool. So you're responsible for that.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Good job. Think a good introduction there. And we also like to introduce. Go for it.
My name's Terry McGaffin, and I'm an artist. I work with Sunrose in Savannah, and we all have our studios and our galleries in the Ho Chunk Center in downtown Sioux City. And so I've been a member of Gallery 103 since it opened in 2019. And now we are excited to say that we have 6 Native American artists between the 2 galleries.
Awesome.
So it's great. It's a great new vibe that's happening in the galleries, and we're here today to tell you about an exhibit that we have coming up.
Awesome, Terry. Well, welcome. This is probably your first time here at the studio, and we really appreciate you. And I know that this is a whole kind of side of table of talent here. Great event coming up that we would like to invite each and every one of our listeners to come on up here, and we will make sure that we promote it on Facebook if you guys need some information. But who wants to tell us about that, when, where, and why?
November 17th. Well, I like how you introduced with that there's 6 natives, because the gallery's been here for a while, and I don't know about you. Have you ever been to that gallery?
I have not, no.
See, we live here.
Yeah.
You know, we see it at the Ho Chunk building. There's lots of events that happen. So I walked by the gallery looking in the window, like at the window, like, oh, I wish I could be in the gallery.
Yeah.
You know, when does it open up? And
it's at the Ho Chunk Center?
It's at the Ho Chunk
Inside
Center.
Not the one out here in Winnebago, but the one in Sioux City.
You know, I always get confused every time I see something. It says Ho Chunk Center. I'm like, yes, I can go there. And then I have to read into it again to realize it's the one over here.
Right.
Because then I immediately want to call the other artists and be like, we should open up. They're having a thing here. But it's 2 different buildings.
Yeah, there's one center. It's like the last 3 letters are T-E-R.
Yeah,
that's here.
R-E.
And then the one is T-R-E. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, keep going.
Yeah, and so I was approached by Tani Russell. What's her name? Huge shout out to Tani Russell. She works at the Human Rights Commission for Sioux City, and she said that her partner, so it's a room, she had the gallery, they have different studios in there, and so Tani asked if I wanted to share her space and take over rent because the person she was with was leaving. And I was like, oh yes, a gallery, awesome. And so I first began my experience with Gallery 103 in January.
Nice.
January.
You came to our December gathering and introduced yourself.
And
we were blown away.
And then I got to move in, and then now I'm on the side of, okay, now we can have to promote ourselves because it's more of an artist collective, in that there's not a person promoting or working the gallery every day and like basically selling or having a website. So it's more of an artist collective. And so I also want to encourage people after COVID, you know, we don't go out and socialize anymore.
Yeah.
And we've had an art walk every month for the whole year since February. I think we started our art walks again. And so it starts at the art center, and then they walk across the street to the Ho Chunk building to Gallery 103, and then to the 3 Rivers Gallery, and then to Art Sucks. And we don't come out. I don't see my native people coming out and supporting us. And so I just wanted to remind everyone that, you know, now after COVID's gone, we can get back to socializing and support, and just even showing up and seeing other faces there really helps support me. So I've kind of been a little defeated when the, you know, crew comes in. I'm like, where's the native community? Like, where are we? How are we really supporting each other? And it took me to like really push and then ask individually inviting people to finally come out. So there's a few of you out there told me you was coming out. I haven't seen you there. So November 17th. Also, I am going to be cooking up, me and Manape, we're going to be cooking up some corn soup with some buffalo. And I've been requested, I don't do this often, but I'm making my choke cherry wojaki, which is from the real stuff. And I'm like, we're for real? Okay, all right. I'll do it because I would do it. I love it. Wow. And Eddie Encina is going to make fry bread. So come out for a meal and see our new work. And, you know, we always like critiques, you know.
Yeah.
So tell me what's up. I got some.
We got quite a few people on Facebook that are watching us, and then we're over terrestrial and stuff. But can you show a couple for those that are on Facebook, and if you want to look at some of the visuals here, you're more than welcome. But kind of describe your artwork.
I am a ledger artist. I used to be a fashion designer. I'm a recovering fashion designer. So I'm getting into ledger. I really like the style of telling the narrative and then reclaiming antique paper that was from a time when our people were illegalized. And now I'm reclaiming it, telling stories. I do a lot of geometric work as well because indigenous women from the Great Plains tended to do the geometric work. So I'm taking my geometric work design.
Is this you right here?
That is Eddie Encinas.
Okay.
Yeah, so shout out to him. And
that's Eddie too?
Yeah, that's Eddie too.
Nice.
And then Henry
Pear,
yeah, Henry Pear and I went to school at the Institute of American Arts in Santa Fe, which I would encourage anybody who ever wants to get into the art space to go to that school. That's my piece right there.
Oh, nice.
That is the piece that I was commissioned to do last year for the Lost Children's March.
Wow.
Which happens a day before Thanksgiving, so be sure to come out to that.
That is awesome. Was that a shirt or something?
Yeah, they turned that into a t-shirt and everybody got one last year. So I thought I'd put that in our show to entice people to come. So they might be like, oh, I have that t-shirt. Let me come support.
Can you zoom in on that purple piece right there?
Oh, that's the new floral.
Yeah, and beautiful. I love it because I always see like ledger art and then you use some of that old paper, but to incorporate kind of some of that floral design and geometric and man, it just encompasses very much and it's a very beautiful piece and stuff, you know what I mean? So if you had the opportunity, you gave me a print.
Yeah.
One time and I still have that print.
Yeah, that's the pink flower print.
Yeah.
And that original piece was purchased by the new hospital in Rapid City.
Oh.
So it hangs there, the original piece from there.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, like if you have an opportunity, you know, Christmas is coming up. You probably have some prints available.
Yes.
And come out November 17th. It's a Friday, you know.
And I'll be making prints that are $20. And really, it'll be my last year doing $20 prints before I guess, start charging people the real price. I've been told many times that I'm selling my art too low, but half of that is like I want my art out there. I want my people to enjoy the happiness it brings because I know I can't solve every problem and every issue, but I can bring some happiness into somebody's household with some pretty art, some pretty pictures.
I get a lot of compliments on the one, just the colors and the thought and just the creativity on that. So good job on that.
I also try to push myself to be as most blah 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 blah. Eddie Bauer bottle. I try to push myself to be as contemporary as possible because I know there's my colleagues who say that they are traditional ledger artists that want to keep it in the realm of the color schemes or the traditional color palettes and then the less boldness. So I tend to, in my artwork, use the whole paper, use everything, use all kinds of different purples and girly colors and just trying to push that art movement in our minds that it can adapt and move because that's what our people have always been doing. We've adapted and changed and taken these new ways to our benefit. And so I just try to be as contemporary as I can.
Awesome. Well, thank you for that invitation, and then we'll turn to our next artist here. And Savannah, you do photography, right?
Yes.
And I got to tell you what, I do a little photography, but man, I just don't have time. And I know that I've seen some of your work, and just the way that you approach it and everything is just amazing and everything. But kind of tell us how you got into it and kind of, your role on that Friday event.
Yeah, so my dad gave me a camera a long time ago because he does photography as well. And so he gave me a camera and, has been giving me cameras ever since. And so I just kind of, like, back in 2012, I was kind of lost, and so I was like, let me get back into school. And I seen that they were offering photography like as an associate's degree at W.I.N. And so this is my buffalo portrait, or like photograph. We went out to Yellowstone National Park, and I was able to get that.
It's beautiful.
But
that's like National
so
Geographic.
Yeah.
Like holy crap, you did that.
Yeah.
That is like wow.
So when I went to W.I.N, we did a photography like class out there, and we went out to Yellowstone National Park and was able to get that shot. But yeah, so I enjoy doing fine art photography a lot, and I enjoy just seeing like my prints just hanging on my wall and stuff like that. So that's kind of like how we got into it. And this is my dad's work. Him and I are very similar with our work. So, but this one is his. And so we just we got into Three Rivers Art Gallery, and
Ernie.
So,
Me and Ernie go back from Woodland Trail days, and I know that he lived out in Colorado area, and he would send some of the prints and photography, and very nice guy and everything like that. But that's him there.
Yeah. So I took that photo of us, and that's in front of our gallery wall.
Oh, okay. So this is actually in the thing there.
This is in Three Rivers Art Gallery.
So on Friday, is it like a reception, or like what's going to take place there?
It's going to be
if I come,
open house reception, and we'll have like our prints out, and we'll have food and stuff like that, and you can meet us and support us. I have calendars for sale, so it kind of helps me and my dad be able to continue our photography. But yeah.
Very nice, Savannah. Congratulations on your work.
I met your dad in Colorado Springs.
Oh, yeah?
A long time ago.
That's crazy.
And after I seen you guys in the gallery and came and, introduced myself for the first time, and I was thinking about, I was reading your bios, and on his bio it had mentioned a exhibit that he was in the Natural History Museum in Denver, and I was like, oh, I went to that exhibit. That's like one of the exhibits that kind of changed my life and helped me be on this artist.
That's cool.
Because it was a Star Nation exhibit about the astrology, and it kind of re-solidified our spirituality, our spiritual
That's really
ways.
cool. Yeah, he has a couple of photos in there,
Yeah.
in the National History Museum, or what is it? I always get it mixed up.
The Natural History Museum.
Yeah.
And then there's the Denver Art Museum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's in the Natural History Museum.
So heavyweight champion.
So is Henry and Ed going to be there?
Yes.
Oh wow, cool. Terry, I know that you do some artwork as well, and what kind of pieces do you do?
Certainly, I'm a painter. I'm not a young person, so I've been painting for about a half a century.
Cool.
And so
from the Sioux City area?
Yes, I've lived here since the 1980s. And I use my space at Gallery 103 as my studio. I have a really nice small studio that has beautiful natural light. My north wall is all windows, and the best part of that is that the windows are also they have a filter, a frosting on them. So, I can be in my studio and I can have the benefit of that natural light, but I can also put on my tunes and I can rock out while I'm painting and nobody can see me. So it's wonderful.
Describe your artwork. Like, what do you kind of subject matter?
Light. I like light, just as I love looking at Savannah's photographs because of the way she captures light. And so I have a tendency to get really interested in architecture and the way light falls on architecture. The American painter Edward Hopper is kind of a model of mine. But an interesting thing happened just the other day, and this is not the first time, Sunrose, that somebody has said this to me, and it makes me feel so good. Sunrose came into my studio and she said, "You can't believe what I saw the other day. I saw at the top of the Tyson Event Center in downtown Sioux City, there's an Indian figure that's incorporated into the brickwork, so it's flat on a pattern on the wall. But then in front of that, there's a little metal balcony." And she came upon the building, she was driving along, and there were 2 eagles perched on that balcony. And Sunrose said to me, "I thought Terry McGaffin should make this painting." And I love that. I love that. If people like Sunrose did recognize that there's a certain way that you see buildings.
Yeah.
And of course, the British Prime Minister Winston Churchill said, "We make our buildings, thereafter they make us." And I know that that's true, and that's true in every culture. You know, that's true for, you know, a traditional kind of housing that indigenous people have created. It's a very much a part of the way you live is influenced by where you live. And so I guess I didn't expect to be doing this preaching this morning.
And you're being really humble too, but her paintings are very lifelike. You like they're really great big paintings of a building that could be a photo piece, but then it has all these painterly qualities. Yeah. So it kind of moves. There's texture. There's layers of paint. So they're amazing architectural pieces.
Very nice. Well, November 17th, Bethany. We have to make sure that we get somebody up there, take some pictures for us and stuff. I think I'm booked out that day, but make sure that
I would love to come up there.
You had me sold with the.
Go live.
I know.
You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. I can get down with some of that. Fry bread, you know what I mean? I try not myself. I just fry bread kind of just weighs me down a little bit. But I think, man, you got me with that one and stuff.
So, you know, some sustainably harvested and all the traditional smashing. Yeah. I mean, I love it. I'm just like, it's such more work, but.
Okay,
I love it.
We're gonna do artist fast questions here. You want to get like a second to answer. Okay. And it's your first question that we're gonna ask. Okay? All right. So we're just gonna go this way, and then we'll go back, and then see how you guys do. Okay? All right. When painting, what's your favorite color to use?
Purple.
All right. Next question. Ready? What artist should have this equipment? All artists should have this equipment.
A canvas.
A canvas. Oh, very nice question. All right. When doing your artwork, what is the number one music artist that you listen to?
Rolling Stones.
Rolling Stones, really? Start me up. That's that one right there. Just get you hype and the inspiration, right? Okay. Who is the most famous artist that you know?
Picasso.
Oh, yeah. Okay. You know him personally? Call him up. Bro, come on. No, Picasso. All right. Okay, what is the most interesting art piece that you ever done?
I did a rawhide corset that had parfleche designs all over it.
Wow!
It was on the cover of a few magazines. So that was one of my best hitters, like beaded right here. I have it on display at the show actually. I that was in 2012, and maybe that's why it's fresh on my mind too. But that was one of my coolest, greatest art pieces that I'd done.
Wow, that is crazy. Here's a question for the photographer. How would you approach a person that wanted to do a nude shoot?
Can we collaborate together?
Yeah, there you go. I mean, that's some people are interested. When I was my art class, my sketching class and stuff, you know what I mean? They always talk about, you know, the way the light hits the body and everything like that. So we had to do that and stuff, and it's part of art, you know what I mean? That's I started out as an art major, and then I knew I was gonna be a starving artist, so I kind of redefined it and everything. But when did you get into art? What year?
This, I guess, will tell my age. It would have been 1960 something.
How old were you?
About 10.
10? Oh, really? That you just knew you were going to be an artist that young, huh?
You know, here's the thing. I have 3 siblings, and they all had to take piano lessons, but because I was always sitting at the table and drawing, my parents let me off the hook. I didn't have to take piano lessons, so I thought, okay, this works. I'm going to keep it up.
That is awesome. That is awesome. And here's a question for Bethany. Where is the Friday exhibit going to be held?
At the Ho Chunk Center.
There you go. Good job, guys. I appreciate you guys coming on, man. We want to thank you for being here. Terry, come on anytime. I hope this is a kind of a series of things because I know you're featuring Ernie, Savannah, Sunrose, Ed, and Henry. So that's 5. Who's the last?
It's just 5 of us.
Oh, okay. 5 this round.
Yeah.
Plus Tawny Russell.
Yeah.
She is Tawny Russell is a native artist who has been with Gallery 103 for a couple years now, whereas these 5 artists have just joined us this year.
And you know, Tawny was the first in the scene because when I came to the gallery, I was like, okay, where's all the other Indian artists? And I looked around. I went to Art Sucks, and Gallery 103, and there weren't any other artists of color. There wasn't a black person, there wasn't another Asians or anything. And so I thought that was really important to try to get us back in the space. So when we had more other open studios, I reached out to Eddie and I reached out to Henry, and we're gonna have more openings maybe. And so if there's any other artists who wants to come and be a part of our collective, reach out and we'll see how we can work together.
We wanted to do for the Big Voice People's Choice Awards, like a fashion show and everything. So when that time comes, we're understaffed at the moment right now, but we usually have it on our anniversary in October. Winnebago Talks premiered in March and stuff, so we might be thinking about some date in that. But we wanted to do like a talent show, kind of a fashion show, maybe an art show. Just have everybody come, and we might,
collaborate
with you guys cool. and stuff. You guys can help us out.
It's like something we should have, because it was like really cool with Art Splash and stuff. But like it would be cool to just have all Native people, with like their art and fashion show and stuff like that. So I think it'd be cool. But yeah, it was just like cool how we did this new artist, showcase, and we're like, well, let's do it during Native American Heritage Month because we all happen to be Native American. So we're covering the Omaha tribe, the Ho-Chunk tribe, and the Sioux, yeah. So pretty cool.
Awesome. Wow, any shout outs, Terry, that you want to send to maybe our listeners? You got quite a few people. You guys must have shared this or whatnot, but we have a great audience out there, and our big voices are listening and tuned in. You want to send a kind of a quick what up?
I'm so happy to be here today. This is a new experience for me. So thank you so much for the invitation. And my shout out is just to repeat that your best opportunity is to come see our show. On the 17th, you'll be able to see the show of our 5 new artists, as well as Tawny Russell, as well as the other artists. There are 12 or 15 other artists in the galleries.
Yeah.
Lots of art to look at. Lots of talented people in this community.
All right. You gave me an idea for ARL's All Request Live Top 5. Rolling Stone, you said, right? Mm-hmm. We'll have to put one on there, see if because you can vote for the top song. Oh, who won it last week?
Last week it was it wasn't the repeat, man.
Morgan Wallen?
No.
Savannah, is that how you say it?
I have no idea.
You don't know Morgan?
Someone commented, they said
Morgan
Wallen. So
yeah, Wallen.
So I emphasize Wallen.
Wallen. Just kidding.
I don't know. Anyways, but who won it?
I don't know. I forgot. It skipped my brain.
Okay.
But the one before that was a Halloween theme song, and then yeah, you got me.
Yeah, so we'll get that posted though.
Yeah.
And a Rolling Stone song will be on there.
All right.
And you could say that you did that one. I don't know. What's the best Rolling Stone song you think?
Wild Horses.
All right, check that
my
one out.
fave.
Okay. I just know the other ones. Anyway, so Savannah, shout out.
Shout out to my little fur baby, Bear Claw Anderson. And then my parents and my brothers, sisters. So.
Sunrose.
I want to give a shout out to all the business owners and the CEOs. I know you need some art. There's some blank spaces in your businesses that, could be filled with some Indian art. And then also these pieces are like collector's items that'll get valuable over time. I know Henry's pieces are great, man. Like I'm kind of a little starstruck over Henry Payer's pieces, right? He's in the casino. I keep telling people, I'm like, all those paintings at the casino, that's Henry. And he's at the show that's in Vermilion, the Oscar House show. So I definitely want to get one of his pieces. And, that'll be a little keepsake. So all of us are like that. You can come get keepsakes. And,
yes.
Come get some joy. I just want to hug everybody with my art. Okay.
I'm glad that you mentioned the small businesses and stuff because they have Black Friday and everything. And then what is it called? Small Business Sunday or something like that?
Saturday.
Small Business Saturday. So Savannah, you have a small business, and artists in general kind of categorized into that. So let's definitely support all the small businesses and appreciate that. So definitely good job.
And then I'll be posting, like, for small businesses, I'll be posting another Facebook post about trying to get like a whole collection of businesses on my website so that people can go to the small business on Small Business Saturday. So.
I was at Sweetwater yesterday, and I seen one of your promos sitting there at Sweetwater, and I think they have like chat over coffee or something like that. And I scanned your QR code and took you right to the website, and then you could sign up for a session and everything. That was pretty cool.
Well, you know what you guys need is some stickers that we can have like at Gallery 103 and be like, oh yeah, listen to the radio station. We were on that. And be passing them out, because when I mention to non-native people who are in Sioux City, I'm like, oh yeah, listen to the radio, and they're like, huh, what radio? So it's like, well, here, bam, right here, and I could give them a cool sticker designed by me.
There you go.
Until we can get those stickers.
Do you see that light bulb over there?
Before the stickers, I can send you guys with some air fresheners and some keychains in the meantime.
Yeah,
there you go.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, thank you, everybody, for coming in, and we'll see you guys on Friday the 17th. Not this Friday.
Nope.
But next Friday.
At 5 p.m.
All right. Cool. And then come back when the next one happens and stuff, definitely. So appreciate it.
Awesome.
Cool.
Thanks, ladies.
Thank you.
And then also, Savannah gave us some of her business cards.
Okay. So if anybody's interested, needs what is it, holiday season family pictures,
photo sessions,
that'd be very cool, very cool, very cool. We have a lot of announcements. One is that on Sunday, this coming Sunday, Project Upstream down in Omaha, Nebraska is going to be doing that 3-on-3. And I know that Coach Q was kind of asking about that, and I know that there's the kids up north are in the leagues and arena leagues and stuff, but there's some kids, it's 3-on-3. You don't need a whole basketball team.
Yep. 3-on-3.
I think it's third grade.
And then they're going to have like some kind of not promotional events, but some kind of activities going on as well. And you'll get the chance to meet that officer from Reservation Dogs. Yeah.
He's going to be there, and it's going to be a good time. So if you have an opportunity, head out down to Omaha, Nebraska. It's going to be at the North Star Foundation, as we call Ben Crawford, to come on up. This Friday is going to be the Winnebago Veterans Powwow down at the Blackhawk Center gym. They're going to have, I think, Tu sent us some information that the Women's Auxiliary.
Yes.
Well, you probably have more information than I do.
Yeah, I can also pull up that information. So they are going to have the meal as well before the powwow. Let me see here. I want to make sure I get it correct here. So we have the Women's Auxiliary. Blind, I can't see again.
Let's see here. It says the Women's Auxiliary will be serving and providing the meal at 11:30 at the Blackhawk Center. Members, please message or contact officers for a menu and more information. All members are welcome to help serve. So what are you going to bring down?
So me and my mom are going to be getting the cake for the event.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
And then a lot of the other members are all chipping in on pieces of menu items and stuff, so it'll be a really good meal. I got to see the menu, but you got to come down and eat. Yeah,
it'll be very good. And then Friday is going to be a day of song and dance.
Yes.
And make sure I think it's not going to be like all night or anything like that. I think it's going to be a 1 o'clock grand entry, and then I think they want to be done by 5 o'clock and stuff. Yep. So if you have an opportunity, come down and eat lunch with us. Honor our veterans. We appreciate all those that are past and present that are currently serving, and let's remember them and those that have gone on. We appreciate them. Ben Crawford with the Angel Decorum Museum. How you doing, Ben?
Good to see you guys.
Real quick, I'm going to get the girls situated with that thing that I said I was going to send them with the keychains.
How's it going?
Good.
Well, today is a really special anniversary. It is the 212th anniversary of the Battle of Tippecanoe, which took place on November 7th, 1811. You ever heard of Tecumseh?
Yeah.
He's going to come into this one. So the Battle of Tippecanoe was between the American Army and militia and an intertribal confederacy of 14 tribes, including Ho-Chunks, which was led by Tecumseh and his brother Tenskwatawa. For a little bit of background, we're talking 1811. So this is after the American Revolution. But the Midwest is still pretty native, right? There's not there's not really any huge cities. White settlers are coming from the East Coast into the Midwest, and this is these incursions, these trespassing on tribal land is really upsetting leaders like Tecumseh and his brother Tenskwatawa, who are Shawnee, and after a treaty and white incursions on their land, Tecumseh and Tenskwatawa, his brother, created this intertribal confederacy, and they kind of had a series of villages where they were based off of that were almost like their capital.
Yeah.
The last of which was called Prophetstown and is in Indiana.
Okay.
And
like by the Great Lakes kind of area, or kind of like southern Indiana?
It's by, if you know where the city of Lafayette, Indiana is, it's close to there.
Oh, okay. There's a big college there, yep.
Yeah. And I should apologize. I'm butchering Tenskwatawa's name. But it's not Tenskwatawa, it's Tenskwatawa. But anyway, so they set up this village, and there were hundreds, if probably not, of maybe 1,000 native warriors. I don't have exact numbers. And there was Ho-Chunks there was Shawnee, there were other tribes, and they were really resisting more white settlement into the Midwest.
Yeah.
And saying that treaties had not been valid. They weren't fair. And in November of 1811, Tecumseh had left Prophetstown, the city in Indiana, to go and keep recruiting and get other tribes on board with this confederacy, leaving his brother in charge. But the governor of Indiana Territory was really freaked out by this, large group of native warriors. So he raised a militia and army forces to go and confront them. He raised about 1,000 soldiers to go to Prophetstown and kind of confront this alliance. And when he got there on the night of November 6th, the Tenskwatawa's forces sent like a little a guy out for a truce.
Yeah.
But this was kind of a trick. And the next day they attacked in the morning. And there was a really, really hard-fought battle. And the militia forces kind of put themselves in a really defensive square, and then Tenskwatawa's forces attacked in a little diversionary attack, and then really committed on one side, and it was really hard fighting, but eventually the militia cavalry kind of broke them, and the intertribal confederacy lost. And the army and militia forces went to Prophetstown, and they burned it down, and they really desecrated the people who were buried there. And the rest of Tecumseh's forces, although they were scattered, they'd join up with the British in the War of 1812 just a year later. And Tecumseh would die in that war, and Tenskwatawa would live until the 1830s, so a lot longer than his brother. Far enough to see the defeat of the tribal confederation in the War of 1812. But it's
So that happened in November.
Yes, that happened today.
Okay.
Today.
Yeah, 212 years ago in the morning. It was like I think it was like a dawn attack.
Wow.
But yeah, and you can still go there today. There's I haven't been there myself, but I think the Department of Natural Resources has a park there, and the American Battlefield Trust, which I actually used as a source for this paper, described it, and I also used a paper by Matt Huroff, written in 2020. Yeah. But I mean, it's this really interesting episode, and we talked about it a little bit about it before with the Winnebago War, where there's the right causes to stand up, but it just quite doesn't happen at the right time, because Tecumseh's brother kind of jumps the gun in attacking, because Tecumseh had apparently warned him not to attack while he was gone until they had gotten more tribes on their side, but he's like, I'm going for it, right? And then only a year later, the British declare war on the Americans, so it just didn't really line up. It was this own native war right before another war with Europeans came, and
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Yeah. I watched, and it's Hollywood, but whatever and stuff, but the 1882 series or 83 or whatever it's called, by Tyler Sheridan, he's the one that did Yellowstone. It's huge on, I think, Paramount. And it's like the prequel to the Duttons and the Yellowstone Ranch and everything like that. But this is, you said 1811, right?
Yes. Yep.
1811. Now this is 1883. And then like we have the Roaring 20s and just like the, how do you say it? The development of a lot of things in that era and stuff. It was just ridiculous and stuff. And then if you get smallpox, it's over. You know, it's over, man. If you could imagine waking up one day and you have like smallpox and you're just you start your clock. Could you imagine? I mean, it was like, wow, it's crazy. So when they went to battle and everything, I think there was one scene where she gets pierced by an arrow. And eventually, you know, sepsis takes over. It took her a couple weeks and stuff, you know, but it's just kind of, I'm glad that we live in kind of today's era. But I was thinking about it. We made a lot of headway in our era because of the iPhones. I didn't have an iPhone when I was like a kid. And we didn't have internet when I was a kid. But the advancement, now I was like, what is the next wave going to be? And here we are in 2023, and it's going to be AI.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be ridiculous.
Yeah, we'll see if it's an advancement or not. Yeah, even cell phones, I wonder sometimes.
It's going to be very interesting and stuff. Very interesting, you know.
Well,
so we'll keep our nose to it and everything, but
they're just destroying our focus, our cell phones, like completely.
Yeah, you don't have any capture of anybody. My daughter just flips through and does about 2 seconds, and bam, they're off to the next video. Yeah, but she starts out with the Baby Shark. You know what I mean? She starts out Baby Shark and then she goes to the next one and everything. So it's just kind of crazy. The attention span.
They're getting younger and they're able to manage these devices.
Right.
Yeah. Don't give your baby an iPad. Don't do that.
Yeah.
No.
My son learned the word and he's 5. Radius. I was like, wow, I barely learned what that meant in college. You know what I mean? So he was
radius.
He was like telling me about radius and everything and stuff. But nonetheless, thank you for bringing that up, Ben. And it is Native American Heritage Month.
Oh, yeah.
And so in honor of that, we are going to do what the answer is with some of the, know some of these. All right. Okay. Real quick. You weren't here last time.
I was not.
The question, what is the scariest movie of all time? It is.
It is Exorcist, the original.
Yeah.
Is that the rated one? That's what people said was the scariest of all time?
Yeah. What, in your opinion?
Oh, it depends on what scares you, right? Yeah. But I suppose if everybody says The Exorcist is the scariest, then I believe it.
The number one selling kids costume for 2023 was
Barbie.
Could you believe that? All right. That's part of history there. You might have to note that one. The number one candy given out on Halloween is
Reese's.
Yeah, we have them right here.
I can get behind that.
Yeah, Reese's is number one. And what scary movie franchise has the most? And that was Halloween with 13.
Ooh, wow.
That's crazy. And then what do you call a group of witches? Wait, I'm going to ask you that one. Do you know that one?
A coven.
Yeah, coven. And she got it right. Cool. She just knew it.
Coven, yeah.
It was crazy, though, because Sunshine was doing it, and she's like, I don't know, what do they call us?
A flaunt.
All right, here we go, guys. It's not very Native American Heritage Month background music, but it's kind of
I thought you were going to throw us for a loop. I was like, wait. Don't be switching up that now. I thought you were going to throw me off.
Yeah, for real.
Oh, and before you go into that first question, so I have to redeem myself. The winner from last week for the top song of the week was All My Life by Lil Durk and J. Cole.
Oh, man. How could you forget that?
I know. I'm like,
that's cool.
I'm still stuck on Last Night by Morgan Wallen.
I know. It held it down for, did it break a record?
No, it's tied with Dreams.
Wow.
Fleetwood Mac.
It stayed up there for a good,
7.
7 weeks? That was a month.
Yeah.
Wow. Talk about that. Okay, here we go. All right, audience, big voicers, if you guys help us out too, you might know these questions. And so we'll go with question number 1. All right. I have multiple choice on all of them because they are kind of a little bit tough. And like I said, I hope everybody gets 5 on 5. You know.
Okay.
Who is credited with the following quote? Hokahe, today is a good day to die.
Oh, that guy from Smoke Signals, the one on the radio station.
Okay.
I can't think of his name. I'll take that multiple choice.
All right. So is it A, Sitting Bull? Is it B, Crazy Horse? Is it C, Chief Joseph? Or is it D, Little Priest?
He was just the guy in Smoke Signals.
I know, that's none of them were him.
Yeah.
Can you just repeat them? Sorry.
Yep, no problem. Sitting Bull, Crazy Horse, Chief Joseph, or Little Priest?
Chief Joseph.
Final answer?
Yes.
Okay. Question number 2.
I'm scared.
Russell Means was one of the co-founders of American Indian Movement, or also known as AIM. In 1973, they occupied the site of Wounded Knee for over 2 months. Years later, he hit the big screen where he starred in what movie? This was his first movie he held a major role in.
Yeah.
Do you know it?
Was...
It's multiple choice, right?
Yeah, it's multiple choice.
Go ahead, I'll take that multiple choice.
Independence Day, Smoke Signals, Last of the Mohicans, Godfather 2.
Godfather 2. It was... Which one came out first? Was it Last of the Mohicans or was it Smoke Signals? Or was it Independence Day? Why is Cisco laughing?
You don't see anything.
It was so funny. Nah, I'm just kidding. It was... I'm gonna go with... man, I'm real like stuck on which one came out first. I want to say that Smoke Signals came out the year that I was born or something like that. It was around that time. So I'm gonna go with The Last of the Mohicans.
Final answer?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, question number 3.
Oh, I guess I should get out of here, huh? I'm just looking at the chat.
What is the name of the Native American woman elected to Congress alongside fellow Native American Deb Haaland? She was the first openly LGBTQ plus Native American who was elected to Congress.
It was Charisse.
Charisse.
But I need that multiple choice because I don't know if it's Davis or Davids.
Was it Joy Harjo, Charisse Davids, Alexandria Cortez, or Elizabeth Warren?
Charisse Davids.
Charisse Davids?
Yeah.
Final answer? Okay.
Elizabeth Warren.
All right, here we go. Jimi Hendrix is credited from being from what tribe? Purple Rain.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Red House.
Jimi Hendrix?
Jimi Hendrix.
Is it the...
Purple Rain is Prince.
Oh, no. Purple Haze, actually.
Yeah.
Purple Haze.
Hey, Joe.
I will take that multiple choice.
All right, here we go. Is it Choctaw, Cherokee, Seminole, or Pequot?
I'm going to say Choctaw.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. The last question.
I'm going to say you got a really good poker face.
Uh-oh.
I mean, every time we're laughing, you're just like...
Yeah, I'm terrible.
Here we go. This person was the highest Native American to hold office. Served as the Vice President of the United States of America. He is from the Kaw Nation. What is his name?
Oh, this was way before my time, so I'm going to need that multiple choice.
Okay. Is it... How do you say it, Ben? Kamala Harris? Kamala Harris. Charles...
Yeah, Kamala Harris? Yeah.
Yep. Charles Curtis, George Clinton, or Thomas Jefferson?
What was the question again?
Okay, so who... from the Kaw Nation, the vice president was the highest... We never had like a Native American president. We did have a vice president that was from Native America.
Descent. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was... give me another run through of the names again.
Yep. Is it Kamala Harris, Charles Curtis, George Clinton, or Thomas Jefferson?
For some reason, deep down in my soul, I want to say Thomas Jefferson, but it's that Charles guy.
Charles Curtis?
Charles Curtis.
Wait,
I don't think he was ever... I don't know. See, this is where I get hung up, because I start second guessing myself, and I'm just going to go home, Garan. I'm just kidding.
Do you know it, Ben?
I have a guess.
Okay.
I don't know.
I'm just going to go back with my... Kamala. Oh, I'm kind of scared. That's my heartbeat right now. Okay, I'm gonna go with Charles.
Final answer?
Chuck.
Chuck?
Yeah.
Chuck Curtis. Okay, all right, let's go get homegirl and see what she has to say. Did you know?
I knew a few of them, and I had some good guesses, but I'm kind of interested to see what the answers are.
Okay.
Do you have the answers?
I do.
Okay.
I do.
All right.
I kind of did a Wikipedia before, make sure fact check and everything like that.
There you go.
I should have made it a little bit more obvious, but yeah, I think
I'm really curious what some of these answers are.
I wonder how the big voicers did.
I'm gonna check it out.
They probably went 5 for 5. All right, Tyler, you are on. Are you ready to win? Let's see here. You are number 5. Okay. Try it now, Tyler.
Hello? Hello?
Ready to win?
Yes.
Okay.
Ooh.
Here we go. What?
I seen that comment. It makes me feel good.
Ooh,
Yeah. Okay. She did pretty good.
I'm scared now.
She did pretty good. They're actually pretty hard. You know what I mean? I should have made it more obvious now that I kind of recited it and stuff like that. But
I almost went home.
What happened to multiple choice?
Yeah, we got it.
Oh.
We got you.
Good.
All right, here we go. In honor of Native American Heritage Month, we are going to do questions and some of the pioneers of Indian country. Okay, who is credited with the following quote? "Hoka hey, today is a good day to die."
Gee.
It was kind of like a rally cry.
Gotta
get multiple choice.
Yes,
Okay.
please.
Was it A, Sitting Bull? Was it B, Crazy Horse? Was it C, Chief Joseph? Or D, Little Priest?
I'm gonna say B. I'm gonna lock that in.
Crazy Horse.
Yeah.
Crazy Horse. What'd you say?
I said Chief Joseph.
And the answer is Ben.
Is it B?
It is Crazy Horse. Yes. That was right before Battle of the Little Bighorn. You said that today is a good day to die. So
my initial answer was that guy on Smoke Signals. Remember, he's on the radio.
Okay, number 2.
Never seen it. Trying to like.
All right, Russell Means.
Oh.
Probably some relation there a little bit, huh?
My
Okay.
auntie's dad.
Was one of the co-founders of the American Indian Movement, or AIM. In 1973, they occupied the site of Wounded Knee for over 2 months. Years later, he hit the big screen where he starred in movies. What was the first movie he had a major role in?
Dang.
And I got multiple choice if you want it. Okay, you want it?
Yeah.
All right. So my hand accidentally hit that. I'm sorry, guys. That was a weird laugh out of nowhere. Anyways, Independence Day. Okay.
Okay.
Smoke Signals.
Okay.
Last of the Mohicans.
Okay.
Or Godfather 2.
Can you repeat those?
Yeah. Independence Day. Smoke Signals. Last of the Mohicans. Or Godfather 2.
I'm gonna say A.
Independence Day.
Yes.
Final answer?
Locked in.
Locked in. That answer is
Last of the Mohicans?
Last of the Mohicans.
Independence Day is the
I want
alien
my-
movie, right?
I don't want my Chi-Chi calling me later.
Yeah. I think he played the chief in Last of the Mohicans. I have to watch that, but it came out a long time ago. Kind of, yeah. Anyways, so it's 1-1. All right?
Yep.
So you're doing
All
pretty
tied
good
up.
here, Tyler. Here we go. What is the name of the Native American woman elected to Congress alongside fellow Native American Deb Haaland? She was also the first openly LGBTQ plus Native American woman elected to Congress. Joy Harjo, Sharice Davids, Alexandria Cortez, Elizabeth Warren.
The last one sounded really official, so I'm gonna go with that one.
Elizabeth Warren. Final answer.
Yes.
That answer is...
Sharice
Start watching your finger when you get to
Yeah, Elizabeth Warren got in hot water because she was like, "I'm Cherokee," right?
Yeah, Trump went after her, remember?
Yeah.
That was a good guess, though. That one's a tough one because she did claim Native American ancestry or something like that. I don't know. Trump keeps exposing her or something. I think he calls her
She won't let her
Pocahontas.
be. No.
Yeah, he won't let her be. That's a
But
good way
Sharice
to put
Davis
it.
is also
let that slide.
Ho-Chunk.
Yes.
She's Ho-Chunk from Wisconsin.
You got it?
Yeah.
So 2-1. But I got to tell you, she missed a couple of them here, so still a chance. All right.
Good news.
Jimi Hendrix. You know Jimi Hendrix? You ever heard of him and
Yeah.
stuff like that? Probably. Okay. Is credited from being from what tribe?
Dang.
It was a
Is this
guitar
multiple?
lick.
They-
Cherokee, Choctaw, Seminole, or Pequot?
Just a wild guess, you know. I feel like everybody says they're Cherokee.
Final answer?
No, so I'm gonna go with the last one.
Pequot.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
You
Gotta lock it in.
Oh wait, I thought you pressed that button. I was like, no. Yeah, I guess I'll lock it in.
Was it?
Seminole?
It's Cherokee.
No! Finally, when someone's telling the truth. Huh?
Both you guys, you said Choctaw.
I said Choctaw.
I'm a
You said
1%
Pequot,
Cherokee
yeah.
princess.
His grandmother, I guess, was Cherokee.
2-1. This is it, folks.
Okay.
Oh.
The highest person to hold office that was of Native American Kaw Nation, they served as the Vice President of the United States. Was it Kamala Harris, Charles Curtis, George Clinton, Thomas Jefferson?
Say Kamala Harris.
Final answer.
Locked in.
Locked in. That's a pretty good guess.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a pretty good
Dang,
guess.
she sounded
but
so familiar.
Was it Charles Curtis?
it is
Okay.
Charles Curtis.
He was like
Yes.
FDR. I mean, I'm trying to think who was his president he was
That's
with.
for sure.
Yeah, this
It was
is-
like the 40s, I think.
This is way before all of us.
Let's
I was
see.
like, I don't know.
Charles
When?
Curtis. I want to know.
It's stable enough.
Charles Curtis, VP.
Oh, sorry.
Let's see.
That was pretty good though. Good race, guys. Good race. Good.
That was a good
Herbert
one. Very
Hoover.
informational.
What year was that?
That was 1920s.
In the 1920s.
Yep. VP from 1929 to 1933.
Dang, crazy.
My Choco was born in 1929. Or wait, no, I take that back. He was born in 1939.
I wonder if he was of native descent or like, I don't know. I wonder how much was it, like his mom or his dad or.
Would you say
how
the
that worked.
Kaw?
Kaw Nation, yeah. KAW.
Huh. No,
Nonetheless-
he was a member. He was a member. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. What'd you call him? Something. Chuck.
Oh, Chuck.
Chuck. Old Chuck.
Like we knew him.
I know.
All right, shout outs, guys. Reminders, anything like that. We can get up there.
Tune in with us tomorrow. We have the Big Voice Sports Talk Show with Coach Q and B Love. Thursday, All Request Live with me. And also a new episode of Baby Bison Beats with MC Ash, aka Tylee, our apprentice.
Hey, did you see? She kind of opened up a good. I listened to the episode and she did a dedication to her grandma.
Yep.
And that was pretty heartfelt and stuff.
Yes.
So if you have an opportunity, they're doing a good job.
I wanted to give her some recognition on that as well. She shared, I'm going to get a little vulnerable with my playlist today. And she actually did last week's episode all by herself. I mean, of course, I sat in with her. I'm helping her. I'm training her on how to do things, pre-recording, all that. But she hosted last week's episode by herself. So
Wow.
I'm really proud of her.
How cool is that, man? I mean, to have a radio show when you're still in high school and stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very
That's
cool.
good education there. So thank you, Bethany.
It's really racking my brain trying to think of someone to shout out. But shout out to my friend Nakia Bria. She's 26 today. I don't want to. I might got that wrong, but
okay.
she's up there.
Yeah,
Happy
so
birthday to
young,
her.
man. I mean, to be 20s again, that's cool. So good shout out there, Ben.
Ooh, shout out to Pat Medina. She's helping us with a new grant. We're going to try to get some new exhibits up in the museum sometime. So thank you for her helping us out.
Oh yeah, we're gonna do poetry or something too.
If we get it, fingers crossed.
Yeah, that would
yeah.
be really cool. So definitely. Let's see here. Today's November, so Veterans Day is coming up.
Yep.
So I want to send a shout out to my family veterans and all veterans that are out there currently with us and those that have gone on before us. So we'll see you guys next Tuesday after Veterans Day, and join us on Friday for the Veterans Powwow right here in Winnebago, Nebraska. And for those that are be traveling to other veteran celebrations, safe travels, and may you reach your destination safe, and say hello to the relatives. All right, guys.
It's my birthday weekend, guys. I like Red Bull.
Okay, all right. There we go.
Get her a pack.
Explode.
We're gonna have to do a special ARL this week.
Yeah, birthday episode.
Make sure you tune in. All right, folks. You have a good rest of your day.